Dear Diary, the first performance of Romeo and Juliet draws ever nearer. Tomorrow evening. We had the dress rehearsal yesterday. Of course it should have been tonight, but the theatre was already booked for the ladies' club. Mrs. Ashley Filbert was none too pleased when she found out, but she told us to have an evening of artistic contemplation tonight. Mum's idea of artistic contemplation is catching up with the laundry. Mum, Jeremy and I are dancing in the ball scene. I don't know how I feel about dancing in the same group as Mum. She only got to dance because Rachel, who is of course much younger, only about 50, had to drop out when her husband hurt his back and needed looking after. And how did he hurt his back? Trying to pinch a wardrobe off a skip. He and his friends wanted to put it into a charity auction, but halfway across the field his back went clang, ping, or sproing, or whatever it is that backs do, and they had to put the wardrobe down and get into casualty. The pressures of modern life, eh? So Jeremy and I are worrying a bit about being seen dancing with Mum. Actually, Jeremy's worried about his image if he's seen dancing at all. And Dad hasn't got time to worry about dancing because he's too busy worrying about penguin cartoons. He went out on a quest for inspiration after lunch, and Mum hasn't seen him since. Where do you look for inspiration for penguins? Mum says he thinks he's got the cartoonist equivalent of writer's block. Apparently, he said he'd suddenly got an idea, and off he went. Parents, what can you do with them?
It comes to something when you find yourself in the same theatrical production as your mother, even if it's only done by amateurs in a converted bus shelter that only holds about 40 people. But look what I'm wearing. And not only that, there's these. Maybe I should do what Jim Byers did and catch the flu. Mind you, I suppose Mrs. Ashley Filbert couldn't stand in for him and me. No, there's nothing for it. You can't even make a decent catapult out of them either. Oh, he's got really dirty after dress rehearsal. I wonder if you can wash tights, or do you have to dry clean them?
These are ham, and these are cheese. Enjoy.
Mum, you can have the washing machine on. Can you wash these? We've got marks on.
Marks what? Marks footprints? Fingerprints? Lunch? You can't wash these in the machine, they're too delicate. You'll have to wash them by hand. There are some soap flakes in the cupboard in the bathroom. Use them.
Delicate, eh?
Oi! That won't do them any good.
You can make a catapult out of these, or even a slingshot. Boys, who needs them? You can do chicken impressions.
Just go and wash them. And then you can hang them on the line to dry.
Hi Dad, how did you get on?
Okay.
Inspirazione! Now, I thought this would help me understand what it feels like to be a penguin.
Dad, you haven't.
Well, I tried the zoo, and they don't rent penguins. I can't hire a model, so I've done the next best thing.
Well, Greg, you haven't.
Hi, Dad. Oh, so you didn't get a costume then?
I only started going to the dancing class so I could dance with Caroline Saunders. Now everything's just got out of hand. Or in my case, out of foot.
I've hired it for a few weeks.
What?
I said I've hired it for a few weeks.
Doesn't that cost an awful lot?
Well, not really. I mean, they have special rates for theatrical hiring, like, you know, if you're in a play.
And what sort of play would have a penguin in it?
Scott of the Antarctic.
Look, you really got to see the whole thing. Now, the bloke in the shop said start with the feet.
Right.
Okay, here we go.
Now, Lorca is free.
Now, up we go. That's it. Yeah, give us a zip. Oh yeah. Oh, this is brilliant. Right, that's it. Well, you're all right.
Yes.
Yes, please. Thank you. Oh, yes. Oh, wow. Yes. Oh.
Can't take my parents anywhere. I know how you feel. Mine are just the same.
Oh, that's a, couldn't get a costume then, eh?
Aren't you going to sit down?
No, I'm getting into character. How many penguins have you ever seen sitting down?
Well, please be careful. Oh, it took me ages to get this rug clean after Tim spilt milkshake all over it.
Okay.
Oh, at least the laundry's done. Enough school blouses and shirts to see us over the next few days. What with the great performance tomorrow. Not to mention the great performance taking place now.
I thought you were meant to be spending the evening in artistic contemplation.
Yeah, it's called doing the ironing. Oh, that reminds me, I've got to put the bins out. It's rubbish collection tomorrow.
Why does ironing remind you about putting the bins out?
Well, do you like rubbish?
No.
Well, I don't like ironing.
Ah, silly of me not to realise.
Oh, I better go and put them out.
No, it's all right. I've already done it. I did it about 10 minutes ago.
You put the bins out looking like that.
Why not?
Did anyone see you?
Well, next door's dog gave me a pretty long, hard stare.
Well, you're lucky it wasn't a cat. It might have chased you up a tree.
Penguins can't climb trees.
So, no one apart from next door's dog saw you putting out the bins.
Quite right. Absolutely nobody. Apart from Mrs. Baxter across the road and old Mr. Fawcett at number 38, but he's quite short-sighted.
Couldn't you have waited until it was dark?
Why? I helped Mrs. Baxter out with her bins, and she said she wished she'd always had a penguin to help her out with her rubbish.
Put your beaker down.
Why? Wait! Hey, no! You can't do that! Hey, I'm an endangered species!
Oh! Hello, love. Couldn't you sleep either? Here, have this one. I'll make another. Thanks. Oh, isn't it silly? I can't sleep for thinking of the performance tomorrow. Today.
Neither can I.
We're both very busy people. We've got lots of other things to think about.
Exactly.
Shopping, cooking, housework,
Homework, clothes, overdue library books,
cleaning, laundry, editing my magazine.
reading, getting to school on time, getting my hair right.
I'm afraid I'll forget the dance. As soon as we hear the music, we'll remember it. The music tells your feet what to do. And we've rehearsed it an awful lot.
I know. And it doesn't help that Jeremy's being super cool about it. I mean, I asked him if he felt nervous, and he said, "Moi, nervous? Absolutely not."
Well, sometimes boys have different attitudes.
It's not fair. Dear Diary, now I know how Dame Judi Dench and the Spice Girls feel. It's the opening night of Romeo and Juliet, and my costume's already in its box. Jeremy's costume is hired too, but in order to keep the cost down, they were able to borrow some of them free of charge. So Mum has a costume in a plastic bag. I think that's one of the reasons she's dancing at the back. Jeremy, of course, is thrilled that he's dancing with his dream girl, Caroline Saunders. Actually, she's only one of his dream girls. I think he's got several.
A squad of androids, all exactly alike, marching, or rather lurching in step, suddenly came to a halt, but with no visible signal. The leading android lowered its blaster a few centimeters, put its head on one side, and looked curiously at Commander Dan Gordon. "You do not look like standard issue to me," it said. "Are you a pirate or a bootleg version?" "I'm afraid we're all different," said Dan. "What an incredibly inefficient method of production," said the android, "but curiously artistic. Tell me, what is your value as scrap?" And save. And on with the rest of the evening. Departure minus 10. Costume in box. Legendary cool. Up and running. Oh, I forgot my tights. The not dry. Still damp. What does Mum do when stuff isn't dry? Iron it.
He's in a hurry.
Oh, I suppose he's just trying to get his homework finished. You're not coming to the play like that, are you?
No. It'd be too hot. I'll go and change. Judy,
What?
can you come and unzip me, please? Judy, I'm just sorting the car out.
Okay.
Mum! Mum!
What?
Mum!
What's wrong?
Look, my tights are ruined.
What have you been doing to them?
I ironed them to get them dry.
What's the matter?
What's the row about?
The tights are ruined. He ironed them to get them dry.
How stupid.
Is the rest of your costume packed?
Yes.
Right, well, don't panic. I'll see if I've got some that will do. I bought a pair last winter that were about 6 sizes too big.
Got my bag ready, Mummy.
Oh, well done, darling.
I've got chocolate, licorice salts and crisps. And I'm taking a book in case they're closed for us. And some lemonade in case I'm thirsty.
Well done. Oh.
I don't want to go to the theatre. I want to go out on my bike. It's a waste of a good evening. You wouldn't want to go to the theatre, would you? I mean, it's not even a real theatre. It's a converted market hall or something. Hey, what about you coming to the play? I expect you'll enjoy it, once it gets started. I mean, you haven't been out much. Well, not since I took you to Katie Abbott's party.
Come on, guys, it's time we went.
I'll get my costume, okay?
No, it's all right. It's already in the car. Now, has Mum sorted you out a pair of tights?
She has. Here they are. Put them in your pocket. Tim, come on.
Come on, Tim.
Everyone all right in there?
Tim, I'm counting to 3. 1,
Has everybody got everything?
2. We seem to have everything but the kitchen sink. 2.5.
Come in, yeah.
Come on. Come on. Go. Come on. Oh, no, I forgot my keys. I've got the keys. No, I need the hands. Go. The house. Okay. Go. Hello, Reed. Can you give me a coat? Yes. I found them.
Right, come on, you two, let's go back. See you later. Bye.
You'll be wonderful, darlings. Have a chocolate. Come on, for the energy. But do eat them carefully. Have a chocolate.
Thank you. I think that's the biggest box of chocolates I've ever seen.
Oh, really, dear? I won them last evening at the ladies' circle.
But I thought you told us to have an evening of artistic contemplation.
Bingo at the ladies' circle is my idea of artistic contemplation. Have a chocolate. Shouting bingo does wonders for one's voice production. Besides, I wanted to make sure they didn't mess around with our theme. Come on, have a chocolate.
Get one for Buzzy as well.
Strawberry, please. That boy's got a rat.
He's got 2. Got tickets for them.
Tim!
They don't get out much, Dad. I thought a bit of culture would do them good.
Go and sit down with Buzzy while Jeremy and I go and sort this out.
Stop everything. Nobody move. I've lost my beard.
Well, where did you last see it?
Well, it was over there on the shelf with my makeup.
Well, it's certainly not there now.
You must help me find it. It'll ruin my performance if I haven't got my beard. Really. It's bad enough having to play a male role, heaven knows.
It was there about 5 minutes ago.
Well, it can't have gone far.
It's not very convincing. He looks like a hamster.
Waffles? Where are you? Here. Good boy. Waffles. What a clever boy. Thank you.
Mrs. Ashley Filbert, we found it.
Oh, thank you. Where was it?
It was under there. Waffles found it. Oh, I'm afraid it's a little the worse for wear.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Oh, Mummy's darling, so clever. Thank you, Waffles. Finding Mummy's beard.
Waffles? I'll take that, Waffles. Why don't you quit while you're ahead?
Angelica, hi.
Jerome, good luck. I mean, break a leg.
Thanks. Just what to say to a dancer. Angelica, hi, fancy seeing you here.
Sebastian, I couldn't miss seeing you play Romeo, could I?
Well, it makes all the difference knowing who's in the audience. I'll see you later. Sebastian Street strikes again.
Both alike in dignity, in fair Verona where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge, break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life.
What lady's that which doth enrich the hand of yonder knight? Oh, she doth teach the torches to burn bright. It seems she hangs upon the cheek of night, as a rich jewel in an Ethiop's ear, beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear. So shows a snowy dove trooping with crows, as yonder lady o'er her fellows shows. The measure done, I'll watch her place of stand, and touching hers make blessed my rude hand. Did my heart love till now? Forswear its sight, for I ne'er saw true beauty till this night.
Come on, Bashams. Well, that was quite an evening.
You can say that again.
Oh, I thought it went really well. Apart from the episode with the rats.
I thought they deserved an outing.
Ah.
I thought it was lovely. It was brilliant.
Apart from the fact that I nearly appeared dressed as a penguin.
Well, the play would have been very different if Shakespeare had known about penguins.
Oh, Daddy, can we play Romeo and Juliet as my dad?
Not tonight, darling. Now, it's bedtime, everyone.
Yeah.
I don't suppose anybody wants any hot chocolate and biscuits, do they?
Suppose it went off reasonably well. Could have been worse. Sebastian Street could have invited Angelica. I could have been dancing with Mum and not Caroline Saunders. Someone could have fallen off the stage. Or could not have got back in time to get the right costume. Oh, doesn't bear thinking about. soft? What light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun.
Can somebody get that?
Hello. Oh, hi. It's Mrs. Ashley Filbert for you. Oh, she's got her head stuck into something at the moment, but I'll try and get her out of it.
Mrs. Ashley Filbert, hello. Yes, I thought it went very well, apart from your beard. Yes, they were a very appreciative audience, weren't they? Let's hope tomorrow night's as good. Good heavens, you're planning your next production already? You want to do something more adventurous and groundbreaking.
Hamlet the musical? Titanic on ice? No, The Return of Godzilla. There's a great part in it for Waffles.
No. It was just my husband offering to help. Oh, and your wardrobe's been returned. I am glad to know that. Yes, it is nice to know that even international art thieves have hearts of gold. Good night, Mrs. Ashley Filbert. Good night. Hello. Oh, hi, Jodie. How are you? I haven't spoken to you for ages now. How's school?
Give me the phone.
Really?
Oh. I'm sorry about that. No, it was perfect timing. We've just got back. I thought it went all right, considering. Oh, you thought so too? You were there? And you're going to the next performance too? I know, the chance to see Sebastian Street twice. Okay, the chance to see Jeremy twice too. So what did you think of Juliet? Me too. What do you mean, why wasn't there any blood in the fight scenes? Because we'd have to get the costumes clean before the next performance, that's why. And Mrs. Ashley Filbert says, it's dangerous enough to let actors have wine. No, it's not real wine. It's cranberry juice. Never mind stage blood. Besides, she was afraid it might frighten Waffles. Mind you, if anything would frighten that dog, it would be seeing Mrs. Ashley Filbert dressed as a man.
Did I hear someone say rice pudding?
My mum finished my costume ages ago.
I don't know any penguins.
Guilty!